Welcome back to round 4 of the Cologne Legacy Cup. This round, again, I know the decks a little better. Round 3 was a little bit of a surprise. So on the left here we have Sultai Tempo from Tobias, one of our locals. So Sultai Tempo, he plays some Barrogoyfs, plays Tamio, plays Uro, some the Brainstorm, Force of Will, Ponder package, Wastelands with a Bloom command, and also 2 Stifles. So let's see if the Stifle can do some work in this game against Blackie. MTG on Ocelot Pride Midrange. So when I look at this matchup, I would assume Ocelot Pride Midrange is built to beat these decks. But you know, this is Magic, games can go either way. Let's see how things turn out. Let's see Toby on the left and Blackie on the right. Giganta is presented. Blackie taking a mulligan. Down to 6. We have a good view on his deck here. Quick shuffler. So curious to see how this goes. Ocelot mid-range can have some very impressive starts based on Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride. Then can follow it up with Bajani and Raptor, which can be tricky for a tempo deck to handle. Specifically when you start making cats. There's no mass removal as far as I know. In the Sultai list, let's see if I'm right. Toxic Illusion on the sideboard, but no real mass removal in the main. The Orc Master maybe. Possibility to get rid of some cats. We'll be starting it up with Underground Sea, I think, and Tamio. End of turn fetch by Black Blue. Prevailing. Caracas bouncing Tamio. Then passing. No one drop here. Oh, Blackie. Yep. Wasting the Caracas. That's what the Wastelands are for. End of turn swords. The Tamio is taken care of. Lazartop query is add a colorless, sacrifice a feature, add a mana of any color. Sacrifice a desert, say a target feature card with mana X. From your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, but for black zombie avatar. So now he has a second outlet for the cat, if that is what he needs. Who is he? So now Toby needs to find a way to either get rid of the query or wastelanded not the query. So now attacking for 3, I assume now Taki sacks the cat to flip the Ajani. Yep.
Ah, ja, 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 okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So now Giant flips.
Okay. Der flippt jetzt, ne? Ja.
He gets a cat. Interesting also, Blackie does not could have decided to just wasteland here.
Nice. Also
But now he has a Squelcher, which is good, because the Squelcher gives him also protection for his creatures. We'll be fetching. Oh, a tropical island. Beating his Sultai plans as well. So needed this for casting Witherloom commands, which is great in this spot.
ja, genau, ja. Zwei, ne?
Minus on a creature and destroy target creature. Non-creature, non-land permanent with mana cost 2 or less. Blackie is another Ajani. Ajani comes into play, brings a cat, vulture attacks. We'll be taking some damage from the ward cost. It's not looking particularly good for Toby here, I think. Yeah, Johnny. It's just difficult to handle here. Now we don't have any black mana, looks like at least. Toby now realizing that the query is making his life difficult when eating the cats and flipping the Johnny. Attack for 5. Blackie fetching for more pressure. And dropped on. The energy reveals for the end drop, finds an Ocelot Pride. Wow, you want to see?
Ja, ist gut. Nur 5, ne? 3 Pickups.
What do we do? I don't think a lot at this point. Doesn't have enough mana for Uro by far. Scooping it up. Yeah, and this is what makes it difficult for the tempo decks to win against this mid-range deck. All the potential 2-for-1s and the cats, the tokens. Let's see what Sideboss says. I would imagine Toby bringing in Toxic Deluge, also bringing in Massacre. What else does he have? Which looks good. Maybe brings in the Caracas as well. I mean, he has a Caracas in the sideboard. Interesting. They'll probably bring in Caracas, Toxic Deluge, and taking out maybe Forces. I would imagine he's looking to trade 1-for-1. And let's see what options Blackie has. Oh, Blackie plays in Pyroblasts against blue spells. If he's suspecting the Uro plan, potentially some ghost vacuums. Other than that, I think his deck's already pretty much equipped to deal with what's in front of him. So let's see how it goes. Game 2.
Ja, ja.
Toby on the play, I assume. Let's see if it goes better for Toby. He definitely has a lot of removal, has quite some mass removal now, 3 spells. He has the opportunity to find it with all his cantrips. So, like, he needs to watch out to not overextend. And the turn 1 timing is always a good play. Likely fetching, yeah, and casting the Pyroblast, which he brought from the sideboard specifically for timing, I assume. Fetching on a plateau. Interesting. Toby directly presenting the wasteland. Not firing it up though. Another plateau. Hexing Splitter. The good card. Dress down. Okay, now I'm curious. That's the reason why he didn't use the wasteland. He had a plan. He had a plan. He needed the 3 mana probably to cast a new world. Let's see what's coming. Uro, I think, is great in this matchup, right? It's a value machine. That is Uro, yeah. Crazy version of it, but that's Uro. Max also a little bit surprised by it. Removing it with another Pyroblast. Excellent. Uro didn't draw anything on entering, right? Due to the dress down. And now Mark taking out the black source from Toby. It's not pride also in play. Games go quick. Brainstorm.
Ich werde nicht Siamin Spirit Guide into Blast für Brainstorm machen.
Blackie finding both of his Pyroblasts from the sideboard when he needs them. That is good magic.
Zwei gute.
Brainstorm is resolved. Toby found a land, I assume. Yes, a basic land. Taking out one of the plateaus. Putting Blackie down to 1 mana, but that's more than enough for him. He can bring out another Ocelot Pride. Damage, life is gained. Cats are coming. 2 cats. Wastelanding. Land. Massacre. Clearing the board. Like he has a plains. Ruby had a swamp. The voice of victory was shielded shielded edict. So now I think it looks pretty good for Toby. Like he has 1 card in hand. Toby 3, the brainstorm. Looks like Toby did not take out the Force of Worlds.
Seh nochmal die Kante. Der macht eigentlich.
Ah, the card in hand is your gun, so that's what
Mana, einmal
he
Wucher,
put in his hand.
nur Blips bezahlen kann, nicht die da.
Was kannst du damit bezeichnen? Blitz?
Blips, also diese wirklichen Farben davon, aber nicht die Zahlen.
Ja, verstehe. Okay. Der kostet 5, ne?
Ja, eigentlich nur, es geht mir nur darum, dass ich einen 5 Mana 5/5 fürs Late Game habe. Für was anderes ist da nicht drin. Ich wundere mich, wie ich mit dem Deck 3-0 stehe.
Und dann spiele ich.
With a
Ja, kriegst 2 Leben, du kriegst 2 Schaden, ich mill mal 3-mal.
Da musst du vorher mischen, weil die oberste Karte kennt.
Ja, genau, absolut.
Du kriegst 2 Leben, kriegst 2 Damage.
Ja, genau. Genau, dann mill ich mal.
Ja.
1, 2, 3 und
Oh,
nehme mir ein Land auf die Hand.
Ja.
with the fetch lands. The cards were known. Yes, that's why it was.
Ich würde 2.
It's a switcher from the top. That's great.
Dann du.
Now time for Toby to find a big threat. Mark that region, spawn guard. Another Eagle. That's what he's looking for.
Ist das ein schwieriges Matchup für dich, oder?
Nicht unbedingt.
Dann.
Aber man kann nicht verlieren.
Finds an underground sea. 3 mana, that's good. To cast Barrel Guards.
Hallo. Offensichtlich kann es auch gut gehen, aber.
Fetch for Toby. I need another drop. That looks suspicious. One with that Eagle. Yes, there he is. Life is gained. Cards are drawn. Uro disappears again. Good likelihood of coming back. Toby has more green sources, so one tropical island is in the graveyard already, but he has one more drop in the deck. He plays 3. Has 1 on the battlefield, so he can escape the Uro still. He has a mana for it, theoretically. I think the prolific Delta he has access to it as well. I expect him to fetch for a green source.
Warte. Nee. Ohne Fetch. Probieren jetzt. Dann würde ich gerne meine Lasertop opfern. Und würde gerne diese Karte auf meinem König fixieren. Und würde gerne eine 4/4 schwarze Kopie davon bekommen. Danke.
Lucky making using the Lasertop query, creating a copy of the Ocelot Pride.
Ja, ich meine, von hinten weiter.
Yes, so Toby has expected fetching for the drop. Graveyard of Toby looks pretty well stacked, so now it's time to escape.
Genau, dann würde ich den Bart ziehen mal. 1, 2, 3, 5. Und den Spiel. Was abheben oder so? Ich bin jetzt einmal verfügbar. Dann.
Toby draws a card, gains life. Well, it's an interesting match here. The 4/4 Ocelot Pride is definitely a threat. That costs him to life. So fight is gone. Now it's looking very good for Toby again.
Johnny! Komm schon eine Katze! Johnny!
Johnny is good, but against an Uro on the battlefield might not be enough. Honda.
Bist du auf
16. Wir haben beiden noch nicht so viel Damage. Gute Karte.
gibt's dann den?
Ja.
Hardcast Kaito.
Ja, genau. Dann Angriff?
And then minusing the Kaito to tap down the cat.
Ich glaube, das ist ein Landflop.
So the Ajani can't flip. Damage for Blacky.
Würde ich mit den beiden den Kaito hauen? Oder, ja doch, mit beiden, mit Kaito hauen. Dann spiele ich eine
Killing the Kaito.
Dann würde ich die gerne für Rot opfern. Trigger.
And another query. Ability to flip the Ajani. Well, it's quite a game here.
Ich habe nur zwei Karten.
With a lot of back and forth. Ugo still being in play, but now we have an active Ajani. One cat should protect the Ajani. So, and I saw a barrel dive. So the cat is taken away. So we can handle the Ajani. Fog army is being created. Perfect.
So, haben Sleeve schon dazu gemacht?
Nein.
Karte.
3 lives for Toby. Drawing a card. Could even put a land in play. Marcus seen enough. Barrel dive. Well, that was a game. I had a lot back and forth. The Ugo did a lot of work. Did draw a lot of cards. This has potential for game 3 here. On 1. Let's see how this one ends. I think for the traditional tempo decks, I would say the Ocelot Pride Midrange is clearly favored, but the Uro is quite an interesting addition to the mix here. It draws the cards, it gains the life, which can make it difficult for Blacky. Veiling. No need for Caracas. Wasteland response Brainstorm. Brainstorm resolved. Drop one. Goes back. Toby's turn. Finding with much Delta. Fetch.
Warum denn nicht? Komm schon. Einmal nett im Leben. Das macht meinen Gameplan kaputt.
Ich habe auch als erstes gegen dein Deck, aber nur Esper.
Ja,
also
Schwarz-Weiß.
Schwarz-Weiß. Ja. Und der hatte 3 Wasteländer auf der Start.
Honda.
Shuffle.
On the shuffle.
Fetch.
Blacky fetching. Or plateau. He doesn't have any concerns about Wasteland, it seems like. He's just happily fetching all the duels.
Sure.
X and Squelcher. Always good to have him play against blackbacks. And blue decks. That's why the one Caracas went away, because Blacky has a second one.
Dann habe ich Angst vor Bowmaster. Go.
Wasteland?
Pack ich mit meistens im Pool.
Dann wechsle ich mal den Second.
Yes!
Massacre. Clearing the board again. No ward costs to be played. Massacre really shining in this matchup here. Another Squelcher. Squelcher this time.
Natürlich. Wie dumm von mir.
Can't be countered. So Squelcher resolves. Where did the mana come from for Squelch?
Traptor?
Sure.
Mit 2 Energy.
Okay, now I'm confused how the barrel got made it into play.
Schenke ich dir eine Menge Leben. Creature, Land. Instant Sorcery?
Instant Sorcery, Creature, Land, 4. Oder nichts mehr anderes drin?
Ne, ich habe nur
4.
Creature, Land, Instant Sorcery.
Ja.
Dann habe ich noch 2.
Ja.
Und dann du.
So we're gaining some life from the swords. Barrel drive being handled.
2 natürlich jetzt.
What?
Ja, ist gut.
Fatal push on Guide of Souls. Ward costs are being paid.
Ja, der ist dabei. Das habe ich schon verstanden. Ja, dann bist du. Viele, Alter.
Für 2 Voice of Victory.
In Response spiele ich mal den.
Voice of Victory. In response, Bowmaster.
Ich muss es nur ansagen.
Ja, das ist okay.
Targeting the Amp Rector, again paying for the ward costs. Yeah, a very interesting game here. This could go either way.
Noch Frust.
Back. Toxic Deluge for 2, clearing the board again. As discussed during the sideboarding, while looking at the sideboards, the board types, they make a real difference here. Jingata
Draw.
picked up by Blacky.
2.
Tobias turn again, he passed the turn.
Ich kann vielleicht mal noch von da
Goblin Bombardments. That's the Goblin Bombardment.
Storyteller zu spielen.
And Staff of the Storyteller.
Der kriegt einen 1-1 Spirit.
Ja, ist gut.
Dann kriegt Spirit.
Sure.
Trigger. Und dann Token. Dann.
Opfer mal einen Token.
Ich bin auch von dir Schaden zu schießen.
Ja, ist gut. Dann schieße ich den Schaden.
Nein!
Goblin Bombarden, zack, zack, verlegen. Ja, dann für 2.
We're getting it for 2. Looking suspiciously in the graveyard. That smells like my pet regent. Not cast
Opfermann erklären.
Giganta.
Schießt am Schaden drauf.
Shoot its edict to clear that. Response sec to kill the bowmaster. With Goblin Bombardment, now we have 1 orc army on the battlefield. And the stuff of Storyteller.
Du bist auf wie viel? 13?
13.
Habe ich an.
Ninjutsu, geil.
Ninjutsuing in
Strong.
the Kaito.
3. Surveil.
Ja.
Kaito Surveil draws.
Geht dann Friedhof, ne? Die
Ja.
andere Karte,
Ja.
hier noch eine nehme ich. Dann bist du.
Passing the turn. That looks very good for Toby.
Gigant tappen.
But as we know, Blackie here comes back from these kind of things, as he showed in game 1 and game 2.
Den Ghost Falcon.
That's not enough.
Dann bist du.
An unchecked Kaito can run away rather quickly, right? Once at some point it can tap down, it draws cards, it gets bigger, depending on what you need. Maybe ticking up here is an option to change the clock. Putting Blackie down to 7. That looks extremely good for Toby. I am curious to see what Blackie can do to get out of this.
Dann. Ich werde den Vakuum benutzen sollen. Das ist ja voll dumm von mir.
Toby fetching end of turn. Just the Veil.
Ärgerlich, dass der jetzt
Toby already Surveil. He's doing that now.
Ja, bleibt jetzt oben. Dann würde ich direkt angreifen.
Oh, I did not do it. Oh, I did not see it. Putting Blackie to 4 again. Drawing. Or surveilling.
Bleibt so. Brainstorm. 2 Lob. Brainstorm. 3.
Putting lands back, I assume. That looked like there were quite some lands involved. For Toby.
Dann lege ich ein Land. Und dann bist du.
Ich kann Bowmaster von links ziehen.
Passing the turn, and the turn, Blackie removes Bowmaster from the graveyard.
Ja, drunter, ne? Ja.
Blackie has the mana to activate the ultimate on Ghost Vacuum, so that might actually happen this game. Ah, that was what the dice was for, to remember the Ghost Vacuum. So now already looks quite different. The Amp Raptor is in play, the Ghost Vacuum has the potential to bring in a Bowmaster with his great against Toby. And we have Voice of Victory. So too many creatures to cut down with Kaito.
Welches Wasteland? Welches Wasteland? Welches Wasteland? Du hast so ein komisches Ding-Gedöns. Aber du hast so viele Länder weggeworfen. Du findest noch andere Länder. Kannst damit noch das machen. Nee, ist okay.
Toby needs a threat. Possible flying one.
4, 5, 6. Wasteland sein.
Hab ich schon weißes.
Ja, ist gut. Ja, dann zeig ich den hin.
This time plus in the Kaito.
Ich kann angreifen.
Kaito now being
Dann auch verstehen, den Schadenschuss noch. Also nach dem Block.
4-5.
Schon Friedhof gelegt, ne?
Ja, mir ist es egal, musst du wissen.
Das ist schon Friedhof gelegt.
Mir ist es egal.
Also
Für mich ist das fein.
Er hat gesagt Block und legt ihn in den Friedhof. Und dann sagt er, und dann opfere ich ihn, um mir einen Schaden zu geben. Und er hat die Hand schon in der Hand.
Mir ist das egal.
Was sagt der Judge?
Also, du greifst an, er greift an, ich sage Block, lege die Karte weg und dann sage ich Opfer den für Damage. Aber ich habe ihn schon theoretisch in den Friedhof gelegt,
Genau.
hätte es andersrum ansagen.
Jeder Damage zählt.
Wie schnell kam das?
Naja, die Hand war schon weg von der Karte. Dann hat
A
er
little bit of discussions, a little bit of a judge call here. We will skip that over.
Sad? Aber das war einstecken. Ich wollte ihn runterkommen.
Okay, that has been resolved. Looks like Toby received the damage from the Goblin bombardment. Zack.
kannst du nur Sorcery Speed machen.
Gar nicht nur so ausgespielt.
Okay.
Now there is an Uro coming. Comes 3 life. Is gained.
Trigger vom Landlord.
Card is drawn. The Ghost Protest still there to steal back the Uro. Okay, actually he might well, and then he can end up trying to steal the Uro and bring it back next turn.
Dann bist du.
I would assume now exiles the Uro. Yes.
Von meinem Turn.
Ja.
Okay, now Blackie has the possibility to bring back both the Uro and the Bowmasters. For 6 mana, which he has, if he would fetch. That will give him 3 life. Doesn't need it. 2 blockers. Even a chance to
Wieder reingebordet.
Ja, so perfekt. Jetzt Uwe auf der Hand.
do some damage to clear the Bowmaster. Although that's not really a problem for him.
Ich damit durchgehe und damit weiterspiele, gehst du einfach wieder in den Uro. Wenn ich nichts tue.
Also er geht dann wieder um meinen Friedhof?
Mhm. Das ist mein Problem daran.
Okay.
Ansonsten wäre das hier ein ganz
The busy
guter
board
Punkt,
stage.
aber
Schade, ich hatte früher schon gespielt. Ich
Mhm.
Na gut.
We don't
Aber
know what Black is in his hand, but
ein Leben dabei gut, kriegt 2 Loot.
can he activate the Ghost
2
Vacuum
Loots.
instant speed?
Einer
I
von
don't
Broken.
think so. That's sorcery speed, right?
Das
Yes.
wird ein
So either he
Loot.
does it now or he does it next turn.
Dann würde ich. Dann gehe ich auf hier. Ich einmal fetchen.
Fetch.
Ja, ist gut. Achso, wir hatten ja extra Zeit.
Ja, genau.
Hast du irgendwie einen Post?
Fetch again. Blacky going down to 1. Toby does not have mana for Bowmasters.
Dann
What again?
aktiviere ich das.
Okay.
Ultimating.
Bowmaster Ohren-Spiel. Ich trigger die so rum, dass der Uro-Effekte beide unten liegen, dann kommt er oben, dann schieße ich damit deinen ab, krieg einen Ork. Den habe ich natürlich nicht dabei.
So the
Das
one Bowmaster clears the other one before the Uro trigger draws the card, so no damage for Blacky.
Dann ziehe ich eine
He
Karte
gets
und dann darf
3 life on the Uro.
ich keins habe und dann geht er in einen Friedhof.
Uro goes.
Dann gehe ich in Combat. Warte, hier kommt noch Trigger. Dann gehe ich in Combat.
There was a trigger because a token entered battlefield. Yes, that's why the stuff with the storyteller gets the trigger.
Greif dich hiermit an.
Checking with the voice of victory, getting 2 soldiers.
Alles auf Kaito.
Warriors. All attacking the Kaito.
Dann blocke ich einen hier. Ich überlege gerade, ob ich den anderen auch spiele. Dann geht er auf 3. Und dann kannst du ihn. Jetzt kannst du auf 1 und einblocken.
So one Arc Army trades with one of the warriors. And Kaito receives 1 damage from one warrior.
Der Geblockte macht hier den zweiten Schaden drauf.
Ja.
Dann kommt Damage. Und der überlebt. Und dann schieße ich da den dritten Schaden auf die Tanne.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so the Hanyo is cleared.
Dann bin ich. Erste.
The Orc Army lives because the warrior was sacked before it made any damage. Blacky being in a comfortable 4 already. Being at 1 before.
Go ahead.
Das ist Uro, ne?
Nee, das ist eine 1-1 Ork. Sorry.
Achso.
Das ist nur ein 1-1 Ork.
Und wo ist Uro hin?
Dein Friedhof. Weil er wird ja nicht über Dinge castet.
Okay.
Entsprechend hast du den jetzt gerade in deinem Friedhof. Was mir natürlich nicht so gut gefällt, aber
Questions about where the Uro went.
ein Meisermann hat mich manchmal
Uro was not escaped, so it went back to Toby's graveyard. Even when it came in via the ghost vacuum. Complex game state, and I think we are in the first extra turn.
blocke ich hier. Und bevor Damage würde ich den gerne in Schaden schießen.
Ja, ist gut.
Blocks and then Orc Army shot down from the Orc Army that blocked the Kaito. The voice of victory is minus, so tap down. Now the Uro is being escaped. +3, draw a card. There should be a ping. Or it should be a Bowmaster trigger from Blacky. Checking he missed. Or both of them missed. Goblin Bombardment was cleared with Pyroblasts. Second extra turn for Blackwood. At this point, it's difficult for him to take a win, I think. Drawing from stuff of a storyteller. Because he only has one more turn, so he doesn't have enough pressure to get rid of the 15 life, and also the Uro is sitting there from Toby. Uro, for all what it's worth, does not have trample, so that's a good thing for Blackie. He can put something on the board to block the Uro and stay alive, and still get the draw out of this game. The voice.
Würde ich dir ganz erklären schenken?
Oder kann ich nichts machen?
Ah, it's his life.
Und da es mir jetzt nur darum geht, das Draw reinzuholen.
Yeah, he's already indicating that he's playing for the draw now.
Gut, und sag,
No attacks. He passes the turn to Toby. Toby still has 2 turns this turn and 1 more turn, and Lucky has 4 life. So what Toby would need is a flying attacker. Some evasion, some form of evasion overall. He has 4 creatures to block. Let's do Fatal Push into this hand. I see.
Darf ich nur mal ganz kurz rausfragen? Das
natürlich.
ist einfach nur eine 1-1, ne?
Das ist einfach nur eine 1-1er, genau. Er hat aber den Effekt davon.
Hat's aber
Den Effekt hat er, aber der Uro war auch 1-1. Das heißt, selbst wenn ich einen Uro nehme oder irgendeine andere Kreatur, die sind immer Feld 1-1. Ausnahme ist Barrowboy, der wird vorne 1 dicker.
Mhm.
Fatal Push. Bowmaster. The Bowmaster goes to Toby's graveyard. Another Uro.
Ziehe ich eine Karte.
Drawing a card. Getting life.
3 Leben.
2 Leben, danke.
Like he thought about the life. Now I think he wants to flashback the Uro. Oh no, pondering.
Das ist mein Baumaster von dir, wenn ich ihn brauche.
I feel like Toby's looking for the Murktide here. Didn't find it and shuffled the ponder. He will not go through drawing for the ponder. Did he find the Murktide? Or any way to clear the board with a massacre or something like this? No, he doesn't.
Und
Massacre would also have been great.
blocken. Wie viel Damage macht jetzt rein, ne? Wenn der angreift.
Genau.
Okay, dann er ist auf 2, dann zu wählig.
The veil, but no draw. Because Blackie didn't lose any life this turn.
Lass uns mal so, dann greife ich an.
Evading both to the top.
Der stimmt nicht.
Guy to dice in combat.
Ja, das war das?
Noch steht der nicht.
Okay, dann geht er auf.
Oh, does not die from that, of course.
Was war das?
Loses one. And survives this combat, of course. Fourth extra turn. So, lucky. Just wanting to put my blockers on board, I guess.
Dann greife ich mit dem an, kriege 2 Warriors. Hab hier einen Trigger, kommt eine Marke drauf. Du hast keine Handkarten. Die beiden Warriors da drauf. Voice auf dich.
Dann kriegst du einen Schaden und der stirbt, ne?
Genau.
Okay.
This looks like a draw to me.
So. Ghost Rider. Irgendwas Relevantes drin.
Big graveyard. This was a long game. I think the game took like 30 minutes.
Sweet, Massaker macht nichts, das macht nichts.
Massaker habe ich gesucht gerade.
Ja, ich weiß. Du hast keine andere Eile-Kreatur, Baumachst, du schießt nur einen Schaden.
Ja, ich glaube, so läuft es schon.
Ja, ich nehme mal den Uhr mit raus. Einfach nur, damit du weniger Karten ziehen kannst. Dann du.
Likely passing it back to the fifth extra turn. I would be very surprised
Image.
if he comes out of it. Oh, both of the cards that to the left on top are now fetched away.
Ja, ich finde nichts.
Fails to find, so just shuffling,
Und dann.
drawing from the top. Oh, he drew the Magtide!
Sehr, sehr, sehr geil.
Ja, aber kein Spiel.
Just one turn too late.
Das war knapp.
Jesus.
Eigentlich ein gutes Matchup für mich tatsächlich, aber
Oh, what a game.
1-1. Genau.
This game ended in a draw.
Nee, da war nichts drin. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich den Länder hatte.
Ja.
Next round is round 5. Thank you for staying here until the end of this game.